The Hockey East preseason poll has been unveiled. Regular season and tournament defending champion UMass Lowell and perennial power Boston College top the list, each with 104 points. The Riverhawks, though, have the edge in first place votes, 7-4. The reaction? Well, UMass Lowell hockey coach Bazin has never been a big fan of polls, preseason or otherwise. But we sat and talked nonetheless.
Well, I'm excited to hear that these organizations feel that we're in the upper echelon of Hockey East and in the country, so it's a good thing for our program.
I guess it's nice to get respect. It's nice to know that others notice what's going on.
Yeah, and in the end, we both realize that we don't put a lot of stock in it. We control what we can, and that's not something we can control, but it's flattering that to feel that they do think that we're in the upper echelon.
For you, I know last year when we talked, this team, everybody had tunnel vision. They didn't worry about the national rankings. It was all about the next game. I assume the attitude and the approach is the same. It's nice for one day we'll enjoy that someone thinks highly of us, but other than that, the message to the team is get this out of your mind.
Yeah, the process is the process. I mean, every day trying to improve is part of the process. The results usually take care of themselves when you take care of improving every day, and that's what we're going to be concentrating on from day one.
In that Hockey East coaches say we're one of the top teams, does that put a bullseye on our back? Does that put more pressure on this hockey team?
Well, there's no anxiety in the room. There's no pressure in the room. There's a feeling that we need to get better. And that's really what we're talking about. That's what we're referring to on a daily basis. And you won't hear the word expectation in our locker room. You know, that's what other people think. You'll hear a goal. You know, our goal is to win championships. It was when I got hired 2 years ago, and it still remains as such today. It's exciting to talk about, but it's a goal. In the end, you want to talk about the process and how hard it is to become one of the better teams, and that's really what we're focusing on.
Is there a danger? Do things like this become a distraction? Is there a danger that players think we're real good, but forget how much work is required to meet that sort of expectation?
Oh, it's going to be a continual reminder. I mean, these kids are kids. They've got other distractions at school. They've got distractions in their personal lives. It's a continual reminder as to how hard you have to work to be one of the better programs in Hockey East. From top to bottom, as you know, Hockey East is one of the better conferences in the country. And there's reminders of that all year long, where an 8th place team beats a 1st place team in a given weekend. So we're going to have to remind our guys, just like every other team in our league is going to have to remind their guys of how hard it is to become one of the better teams here this upcoming season.
I guess you make a very good point. Someone may be expected to be number 1, someone else may be expected to be number 11, but the difference between 1 and 11 is a very thin difference.
Yeah, it's a thin line. Throughout the country it is, not just in Hockey East. You talk about this realignment, you talk about the different leagues. I don't think it wavers that much across the country. I do feel Hockey East is deeper than any other conference in the country, and I'm sure you'd get a lot of favorable comments towards that if you ask the other coaches in Hockey East.
And I guess finally, as far as you're concerned, the focus is on October 5th exhibition game, October 11th the season opens. Everything is focused on that, not what the media says.
Yeah, our focus is this upcoming Saturday, because that's the next time we hit the ice. So it's unfortunately we don't have that much practice time leading up to our first game, and we're going to have to take every practice and consider it a real work day. So we're focusing on improving on Saturday.
Coach, I thank you for your time, and I look forward to talking with you all season long.
Thank you very much, Bob.